Hello, I'm Jack Lowe,
I'm Derek Johnson.
and we're here to talk to you today about a film called Telephone, written by Grace Lindstrom. I'm the cinematographer for the project,
I'm the director.
so we'd like to talk to you about this. What is Telephone exactly? Well, it's a story about an old man who lives in a city apartment by himself, and he lives a rather lonely life. And we kind of start to wonder why that is. And the film takes place about a night, 1 week before Christmas.
The main character is an addict suffering from alcoholism. Alcoholism has trashed both his living situation and his life.
He has dirty dishes everywhere, except for the whiskey glasses. Those are clean. His clothes are just strewn everywhere. There's boxes of stuff that he just hasn't dealt with in years. One day, he runs into an old box of family photo albums while he was cleaning up. And he sees a picture of his son and daughter on their way to school, first grade. He starts to reminisce and gets very remorseful about something about them.
He spends the film trying to reconnect with his son through telephone calls.
And he starts leaving more and more messages throughout the night. And as he does, those messages start to reveal more and more about what he did to lose them in the first place.
His interactions on the night mainly include him and the cashier, where he goes to get his cigarettes. On top of that, you will see him
Observing two little girls who are playing out in the snow outside. So you can see there's a sense of loneliness and a sense of longing for that old life. The cashier kind of treats him with a bit of a rebuffment. She is uncomfortable by him. And as the viewer, you wonder why that is, because you don't have any perspective other than what you've seen so far. And to you, he just kind of looks like an lonely old man. So why is that? What did he do to cause all this grief and harm? Well, in order to find that out, we're going to need your help.
We need money.
Not too much money by film standards, but still a considerable chunk of change. We need about $2,200 in order to make this film work. We need $550 for props in order to make sure that we have everything we need. And we need $850 for our film. We're going to be shooting this on the REC3. We're going to make sure that it looks nice. It's on 16mm color film, and with this, we're going to have a lot more artistic license with how we make this film. But we need to pay more in order to make sure we have enough to work with. But we are also going to be using a Blackmagic digital cinema camera for any shots that we need.
We would like to have catering for our actors to have food. That's going to cost about $500.
We are planning to stay within SAG regulations, and as a student film, we plan to use SAG student waivers in order to acquire SAG actors, because our casting is from a 50 to 65-year-old male and a 20 to mid-30s female and two 12-year-old girls. So while there aren't that many people to cast, and the scenes are only of his apartment and the gas station, we still need to make sure that we are able to get those people. So we have to be able to afford to branch out. And we also need $300 for petty cash. As you know, on set, sometimes things go wrong, so we want to make sure that we can handle that. So, what kind of rewards can you get? We're going to make sure that we give you something back for all your contributions to our film.
For a $1 contribution, you will get a public thank you from the group.
And all of these perks add up. So if you get the $75 perks, you get everything below, and it starts to look pretty great. At $5, you get your name in the credits with a special thanks.
For $10 to $20, you'll get an official signed telephone poster.
At $30, you get a signed DVD of Telephone.
At $50, you get to meet the cast and crew and see all the behind-the-scenes action.
We're going to make sure we get plenty of bloopers and behind-the-scenes photos, and we'll invite you to our Facebook group so you get to see how we work together. At $75, you get access to the early cut, so you get to see exactly how a film goes from the rough cut to the refined final product.
And finally, for $100 or more, you can get an executive producer credit in the film and early drafts to the storyboard on top of all these other perks.
So, our crew is comprised of many people in our advanced film production class. Derek is our director, Grace Lindstrom our writer.
Eric Hughes is going to be our lighting and sound designer, and Cassandra Miller will be our producer.
I'll be cinematographer. Randy Harris will be our production designer, and Ken Cadieux will be doing our log supervision. We will be bringing in more crew members as the production moves along, but this is our core crew at the moment. With that, we'd like to thank you for your time, and we hope to see some sort of reward to give you.
Thank you very much.